guys, welcome to my channel. I go over the interview process for many different popular stores you may also be applying to. I also have a new fashion video out as requested of what you can wear to an interview, so go check that out and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all your interview needs. So I'm really excited about today's video because we're talking about Bath & Body Works. We're going to cover some basic company knowledge and then get right into the most common interview questions for Bath & Body Works specifically, and finish with the interview format. So without further ado, let's get started. Bath & Body Works is one of the world's leading specialty retailers and home to America's favorite fragrances. They offer exclusive fashion fragrances for your body and your home, including the #1 fragrance collection in America, Japanese Cherry Blossom, the #1 selling 3-wick candle, and the #1 selling hand soap collection. It also has approximately 1,600 locations. So the application process, you can apply online at Bath & Body Works career page. After you complete your application, I would advise handing in a hard copy of your resume to the manager at the location you applied to, because this really sets you apart from other applicants. Employees at Bath & Body Works are initially given a 20% off discount. After 2 months of service, part-time employees receive 30% off and full-time employees receive 40% off. So there's basically an incentive for staying with them, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's go over some of the interview questions. So #1, what can you tell us about Bath & Body Works? Bath & Body Works is an American retailer. The parent company is L Brands, which also owns Victoria's Secret. It was founded in 1990 in Ohio and is now the largest bath shop chain in the United States. Finally, the company has grown internationally and is in several countries. Question 2. Why do you want to work for Bath & Body Works? So you can explain that you love the products, and I would advise mentioning 1 or 2 of your favorites. You could also say that they're a team that you would like to be a part of. Question 3, what is your availability? So for this question, I would suggest mentioning that you're very flexible after explaining what hours you can work. You can also mention that you're a reliable worker. So these are just some terms that will make your availability seem more open. Question 4, why should I hire you? So have a look at the job description and find the skills and experience required to do the job. Then assure the interviewer that you have these skills. So for example, you can mention if you have sales experience, inventory management in terms of like visual representation, attention to detail, or customer service experience, basically anything along the lines of those areas. If you don't really have a lot of experience in those departments, you could also talk about your employability skills. So these are more general terms. So for example, you're adaptable, you have a positive attitude, you're good at teamwork, communication, problem solving, you always take initiative, you have great organizational skills, etc. Question 5, what is your area of growth, also known as what is your greatest weakness? So most individuals don't really like this question and consider it somewhat pointless. After all, you're not about to confess your biggest flaws in the middle of a job interview. However, this question has become a cliche for a reason. Interviewers continue to ask it even though they know that they are unlikely to get answers that are 100% honest. Why? Because the way you answer a question about your weaknesses is very telling. You may not even realize what you're communicating when you answer this question. So the most common response is to turn a negative into a positive by sharing a supposed weakness that is actually a desirable quality in an employee. What the heck does that mean? Well, for example, you could say, I am too much of a perfectionist, I work too hard sometimes, I care too much about my work. Or you can be more specific with examples like a fear of public speaking to large groups, which doesn't really apply to this position, or something like delegation where you're concerned about things being done right, so you often do it yourself. Question 6, how do you define excellent customer service? So the staff is friendly and always willing to help the customer find what they need, the customer is not waiting in line for long periods of time at checkout, and the store has adequate inventory. So I think these are like 3 points that are really important for customer service. Question 7, how do you deal with a difficult customer? So listen and let the customer express how they feel, apologize on behalf of the company, show the customer you care by making them feel heard, and try to solve the problem or find someone who can. Question 8, tell us about a time you went above and beyond for a customer. So you should emphasize that you often go above and beyond for the customer, and it's how you approach your job on a day-to-day basis. So this is a key starter point. And also you should prepare 2 specific examples for this question. So for example, volunteering to help someone take their purchase to their car if you see them struggling, noticing that a product is damaged when cashing a customer out, so you volunteer to go grab them a new one quickly. When a customer asks you where a product is, you walk them to the product instead of just pointing them in a direction. So these are just a couple of examples. Question 9, what are your greatest strengths? So the main characteristics mentioned on the website are highly engaged, driven, accountable, disciplined, and humble. So these are good terms to use during the interview, or maybe like in your cover letter to score you some extra points. How do you stay up to date with new products? So I would just suggest saying that you're signed up for their email offers and that you stay connected with the company via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or Pinterest. Also, research their latest products. So when they ask you how do you stay up to date with the new products, you're able to give a specific example and say, oh, I really like this product and it came out last week, just so that you can prove that you are up to date with the products. Question 11, do you have any questions for us? So most people reply with a no, but this is a common mistake. So it's important to show interest in the company, and this is a great way to do just that. So some examples of questions you could ask the hiring manager include, what do you like best about working here? How would you describe your ideal candidate for this position? What kind of training do you provide? Are there opportunities to grow within the company, etc.? Okay, so now that we've covered the most common questions, let's talk about the interview process. So it's likely that you'll be in a group interview consisting of 3 to 5 other individuals. The main activity outside of the regular interview questions used for this company specifically is asking you to pick out your favorite product in the store and selling it to the group. So a good tip is to, go beforehand to the store and check out, the products. Or if you do already have a product, just arrive early so that you know where it is, so you have time to prepare. Some things you can mention in your response include, when you wear the product, you always get compliments. The scent really keeps you motivated throughout the day. It's really refreshing. You feel confident while you're wearing it, stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all your interview needs, and give a thumbs up if you found this helpful. If you have any questions, just drop them below in the comments and I'll get back to you guys ASAP.